So, if you're ready, let's begin for today in child's pose. Bring your toes together and split your knees a little bit wider than hip width apart, just a little bit wider. And then walk your hands forward and allow your chest and your head and forehead to drop down into the floor. Keep those hands active and then pull yourself with your hands forward as you wrap your shoulder blades and let them go towards your kidneys. Start taking deep inhales all the way into your belly. Long exhales. Breathe all the way into your belly. Balloon that belly. And then spread the side ribs and the back ribs. Then pull the air all the way up to your chest. Feel the fullness of the inhale. And as you exhale, allow that air to escape in your easiest way possible. With every inhale, feel how your whole body is expanding. Your belly, your side ribs, back ribs, and every cell in your body. And as you exhale, can you just let go of all the thoughts, of all the problems, and all expectations for the next 30 minutes of your practice. As you stay here, start working your hands a little bit more forward so you can get a better stretch in your spine, maybe walking your forehead forward, but keep those hips on your heels. And again, take this deep inhale, send the shoulder blades around your rib cage and towards your kidneys so you create space for your neck even as you make your spine long. And set the intention for this practice. Again, dedicating the practice to yourself. This is a time that you are taking for you, not so you can become the best person in yoga, but so you can become a best version of yourself. And as you allow your intention to sink in, slowly start to move your hands closer to your legs and lift your torso up a little bit. And then as you exhale, move your hands towards your right side and bring your left hand on top of the right if you like to have a bit more stretch. And then relax your whole torso and relax your whole head down onto the floor. Inhale here again, into the belly and then into your left rib cage. Feel how your ribs are spreading apart and you're creating even more space for yourself and for this practice. With the next inhale, raise yourself up slowly and come back to center. As you exhale, let's move our hands to the left side and bring your right palm on top of the left hand. Release your torso down. Start breathing again in a way where your belly balloons and you're spreading your right ribs apart. With the next inhale, bring yourself up and walk your hands forward as you bring yourself up slowly onto your fours. Making sure your shoulders are over your wrists, your hips are over your knees. Take an inhale, open through the chest. Pull the belly in. As you exhale, continue to pull the belly in. Initiate the movement from your belly button as you round through the back. Inhale, spread your fingers wide and push the floor as you squeeze your shoulder blades together and send your hips up. As you exhale, again, pull the belly in even more. Raise the belly and then round through the back as you reject the floor with your hands. One more inhale, open through the chest, squeeze those shoulder blades together, sternum comes forward, and exhale, round through the back. With the next inhale, come back to center. Send your right leg toward the back. Pull the belly in and send your tailbone towards your right heel. Inhale, lift the right leg off the ground. So now it's parallel to the floor. Bend your right knee and now point your toes up to the sky. Keep the belly in and don't allow your back to drop it. Rather than keep pulling that tailbone towards your knee and use the strength of your gluteal muscles to hold that leg higher. Try to bring your knee higher than your hip. And then slowly release your left hand from the floor and maybe either grab your ankle or maybe you want to wrap the belt around your ankle and then lift your leg higher as you send your left shoulder forward to keep both shoulders on the same line. Keep that belly in. Then slowly release your leg, bring your left hand on the floor and the right leg down onto the floor. Now push your left leg toward the back. Straighten up your knee and then as you inhale, let's lift it off the floor so it's parallel to the ground. Now use your gluteal muscles, use your hamstrings to hold that leg. Then slowly bend your left knee and point your toes up to the sky. Lift that knee higher but keep your belly in so there is no pressure in the lower back. Continue to send that tailbone towards your left knee. Then release your right hand off from the floor. Grab your left ankle and send that your left leg up as the right shoulder comes forward. Continue to breathe here and open through the chest as well as you engage in your leg and use the strength of your leg. Then slowly release your right hand, bring it down onto the floor and bring your knee down into the floor. Tuck your toes, take an inhale, open through the chest. As you exhale, let's send our hips back and up and come into our down dog. As it's first down dog, let's take it slowly and just walk your dog. Wrap your shoulder blades around the rib cage. Push the floor away and spread your fingers wide. Have a look at your fingers. Can you make your middle fingers parallel to each other? And then maybe bend both knees, send those hips higher, relax your head completely, and then straighten your left knee only. Maybe your heel touches the floor, maybe not. And then send your right knee towards the left side, but keep your hips squared, keep everything in place. Only the knee moves. Then inhale, come back to center. Bend both knees again, and then as you exhale, straighten up your right knee. Maybe your right heel touches the floor, maybe not. Keep the shoulders wrapped around the strong, and then keep your hips where they're at, keep your shoulders where they're at, and only send your left knee to the right. And slowly come back to center, bend both knees again, send those hips higher, wrap the shoulder blades around, engage in the lower ribs as you send your heels a little bit closer to the floor. With the next inhale, let's move into your plank. Stay in your plank, and then as you exhale, let's move back into your down dog. This is your option 1. Option 2, inhale, move into your plank, and then drop your knees, chest, and chin all the way down to the floor. Then inhale, push the floor away, come back up on your knees, come into your plank, and exhale, move back into your down dog. So you can stay in option 1 or option 2, or maybe you want to do the full option number 3. Come into your plank, lower down chaturanga, come back into your plank. And then as you exhale, move back into your down dog. Inhale, look forward. Let's step one foot at a time toward your hands. Keep your feet hip width apart. Pull your knees into your pelvis unless you really cannot straighten them, and then you can have some bend in your knees. Inhale, elongate your chest forward as you send your hips back. And as you exhale, let's fold over your hips. Keep those legs strong, really pushing into the floor as you spread your sit bones apart and move more weight into your toes. With the next inhale again, let's elongate and spread our feet mat width apart, pointing the toes out. As you exhale, send your hips toward the floor and come into your squat. Bring your elbows into your inner thighs and lift your chest higher. Let's stretch the hips here. Maybe you want to have a small movements moving left to right. Maybe you would like to stay in a static position, whatever feels good at this time. Let's keep sending your chest up, rolling those shoulders down, and tailbone comes down as the pubic bone reaches up. Slowly release your arms down onto the floor, release your hips down onto the floor. Bring your knees together, feet on the floor. Squeeze them, squeeze the sit bones. Give yourself a hug with your left arm. Right arm comes all the way up. As you exhale, twist to the right side. Send your right hip forward as the chest moves up and right shoulder reaches back. Hips stay on the same line. With the next inhale, move yourself back to center and then give yourself a hug with the right arm as the left arm reaches up. Exhale, twist to the left side. Send that left hip forward as the left shoulder moves back. Feel your spine coming alive. One more deep inhale here. Exhale, twist to your max, but keep those hips squared. Make sure your knees staying on the same line. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, roll down all the way onto your mat. We'll do some forest yoga inspired abs. Interlace your fingers and bring them behind your head. Bring your elbows up so they're on the same line as your shoulders. Take a deep inhale into your belly, balloon your belly, spread the side ribs and the back ribs, and then lift your legs at 90-degree angle away from the floor. Knees bend, your knees are directly over your hips. Don't bring your knees into your chest or too much forward, directly over your hips. And then lift your shoulder blades off the ground. Exhale, belly in, away from your thighs, and curl the tailbone up as you raise the shoulder blades higher. Inhale, stay here, balloon the belly, spread the side ribs. Straighten up the right leg at 45-degree angle away from the floor. Exhale, belly comes in, curl the tailbone up, shoulder blades up. Inhale, come back to center, bend the right knee, straighten up the left, 45-degree angle. Exhale, belly in, lift the shoulder blades, curl the tailbone. Inhale, come back to center, right leg at 45-degree angle, left foot slightly forward. Exhale, belly in, lift the shoulder blades. Make sure your left foot slightly forward. Inhale, back to center, left leg straight, right knee is right over the hip. Lift that tailbone up to the sky, belly in, away from your thighs. Shoulder blades reach high and reach with your elbows. Inhale, back to center, last set, you can do it. Right leg straight, 45-degree angle away. Pull the tailbone up to the sky. Belly goes in, touches the spine. Shoulder blades and elbows reaching the sky. Inhale, back to center. Left leg, 45-degree angle. And then curl the tailbone. It's the last one, so give it all. Left foot, right foot slightly forward. The knees directly over your hip. Shoulder blades are reaching up through your elbows toward the sky. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release everything down onto the floor. Keep your knees bent, bend hip width apart, feet on the floor. Hands alongside your body. Let's curl that tailbone really up. Really start pulling it up to the sky and then peel your spine off the ground and lift your hips high. As you're here, please do not move your head. Just keep looking at the ceiling, otherwise you can hurt your neck. Now, push the floor with your arms as you lift the chest closer to your chin. And I'll pull your chin away from your chest to create the length in your spine. Send your tailbone toward your knees and turn your inner thighs in. Then slowly, again, curl the tailbone up, even more. Now even more up and lower, one vertebrae at a time, your spine down to the ground. And once it's a little bit down, you can start moving your head. Just make sure once you're up in a pose, protect your neck. Don't move this head. Give yourself a big, big hug. Did so good. Rock up and down. Give yourself a nice massage in your back. And then meet me in the boat pose, Navasana. Ooh, yes, we're doing the strong pose. Now, if you cannot keep your legs straight, keep them bent at a 90-degree angle. It's okay. Don't compromise a straight spine in Navasana. Stay here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Bend your knees, make yourself into a small ball, bring your hands down, maybe jump back, maybe walk back, come into your down dog. Push the floor away. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. Keep those hips squared. As you exhale, tap your right tricep with your right knee. Move your shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, come back to three-legged down dog. Right leg up. Exhale, tap your right knee to the left tricep. Really move forward and pull that belly in. Inhale, come back to three-legged down dog. Exhale, right knee moves to your chin. Really move it. Bring your shoulders over the wrists and then drop your foot in between your hands. Drop your left heel down. Meet me in a warrior 2. Inhale. Open that warrior. Now if you need to adjust your stance, make sure your knee is over your ankle, and now pull your arms apart. And imagine someone is pushing on those arms so you can engage more into your triceps. Look over those right fingertips. Take a deep inhale here. Maybe sink a little bit lower. Now, micro-bend your elbows. Take an inhale and turn your palms toward the back as you turn your shoulders as well and reach your shoulder blades down to your kidneys. As you exhale, turn your palms forward and reach your shoulder blades. Feel them sliding over your rib cage forward. Inhale. Now squeeze the shoulder blades together. Turn them toward each other and lower down to the kidneys as you turn your palms back. And exhale. Feel your shoulder blades sliding forward, round through the back, and turn your palms again. Inhale, last one, open through the chest. Keep that leg strong and bent as you move the shoulder blades down. And exhale, round through that back. Beautiful. Working that strength in the leg as well as the shoulders. Inhale, come back to center. Spread again your arms. Flip your right palm up to the sky. And as you exhale, move into your reversed warrior. Look up. I know that leg is tired. Let's make it a bit more enduring in this hard pose maybe when you hold it so long. Inhale, come back to center into warrior 2. Let's give it the right leg a break and straighten your right knee. As you exhale, move into your Trikonasana or triangle pose. Bring your right hand either on the floor, on your shin, or on the block. Send your tailbone down toward the left heel as you send your left shoulder up to the sky and toward the back. Sternum is reaching the sky and the right ribs become very long. Then slowly bend into your right knee. Maybe keep your right hand on the floor in line with the right foot, or you can bring it on your right elbow onto the right knee. Your choice. And the left arm comes alongside the left ear. Open your chest, keep it strong. Beautiful. As you exhale, let's drop your left hand down onto the floor. Now your hands are inside of the right leg. Let's come into the lizard and open up those hips. One more inhale here. Maybe drop your forearms down if you want to go a little bit deeper in that lizard. Up to you. No pressure. And then bring your hands. Bring yourself back up onto your hands. Inhale, move back into your plank. As you exhale, let's lower down slowly, Chaturanga, or knees, chest, and chin, all the way down to the floor. Inhale, bring your hands into the cactus arms and raise yourself up. Your legs, your torso, and your arms off the floor. As you exhale, shoulder blades, elbows come together. Inhale, bring your arms back to center. As you exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, elbows behind your back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, last one. Shoulder blades, elbows, squeeze in the back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release all the way down to the floor. Let's push the floor away, and if you can, through half push-up or through push-up, come back into your down dog. Beautiful. Left leg comes up. Inhale. Keep those hips as squared as possible. As you exhale, tap your left tricep with your left knee. Inhale, move back into your three-legged down dog. As you exhale, tap your left tricep to the right, your left knee to the right tricep. Inhale, three-legged down dog. As you exhale, let's move your knee all the way to your chin. Really move those shoulders over your wrists and then drop your foot in between your hands. Let's drop the right heel down and meet me into warrior two. Now adjust your stance if you need to. Maybe if you can sink deeper, but keep those arms strong. Do you want the toned arms? You really have to work them. Really imagine someone is pulling you apart and like putting the weight on your triceps, so you're trying to resist. Beautiful. Inhale here and then bend your elbows slightly. And as you exhale, let's roll them first forward. Move your palms forward and your shoulders forward. Inhale, slide those shoulder blades down towards your kidneys. Open through the chest and roll your palms back. Exhale, let's roll those shoulders forward. Keep your pose strong and your belly in. And inhale, let's open up again into the chest. Exhale, roll the chest forward. Oh, and really squeeze yourself in here. And then as you exhale, open up through the chest. Nice. Spread those arms apart again. Keep them strong. And flip that left palm up to the sky. As you exhale, move into the reverse warrior. Feel that burn, baby, in your left leg. And enjoy the strength that you're building in your leg. As well as a beautiful stretch in that left side as you continue to breathe deeply. Inhale, let's come back to warrior two and give a break to the left leg by straightening it up. As you exhale, let's move into your triangle pose, Trikonasana. And again, bring your left arm where it is most comfortable. Send the left hip back as the tailbone goes down to the right heel. Send the right arm up to the sky. Maybe look on your right fingertips. Maybe if it's uncomfortable, you can look down onto the floor or straight in front of you. Make sure your neck doesn't stress. And then slowly, let's bend back into the right knee. Now your into your left knee, sorry guys. Your left hand is either in front of your left foot, or you can bring your elbow onto the left knee. Up to you. Or you can use a block. Right arm alongside your ear. Wrap your right shoulder blade around your rib cage. Send that right hand up so you can really stretch into that side and keep that right foot really strong, pressing into the ground. And then slowly release the right hand down to the floor. Square your hips, come into your lizard. Now you might want just to stay here, or you might want to lower your elbows down to the floor. It's up to you. But keep that connection of tailbone and head, so you're not rounding through the back, but rather pulling that chest forward, opening it here, and squeezing your left leg closer to your torso. And then slowly bring yourself back up onto your hands and move into your plank, where you keep your feet wider than your hip width apart. Push the floor away and lift your right leg off the floor. Hold it here and slowly release. Let's do the same with the left. Inhale, lift that left leg off the floor. Keep those hips squared. Use your butt to hold the leg. And then release slowly. Bring your feet together and then lower down. Knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga down. Nice. Bring your arms alongside your ears and then take an inhale, lift the torso, lift your arms up. As you exhale, squeeze Bend your elbows and squeeze your shoulder blades and elbows behind your head, behind your back. Inhale, bring your arms alongside your ears, straight arms. Exhale, bend your elbows, and as if you're swimming, move your elbows and shoulder blades together behind your back. Last one, inhale, swim with me, straight arms, legs higher. Exhale, shoulder blades together, elbows together. And then inhale, come back into your cactus arms. Exhale, release down to the floor. Hands near your chest, tuck your toes, and let's push back into your down dog. Send those hips high. Take a deep inhale here. Long exhale. Catch your breath in your down dog. And then as you inhale, look forward. Either step your foot towards your arms and come into a seated position, or maybe jump through if this is possible. Bring your toes to yourself. Hands near your hips and a little bit forward. Now, here we're going to continue working our strengths. We have done a lot of strengthening exercise. And this one is very challenging. So if it doesn't work, it's okay. No need to push too much. And that's why I ask you to have the blocks. If you want to, use the blocks and not just the floor. And it will help enormously if you do put your hands onto the blocks, because it will make your arms so much longer and you can become so much stronger. So as your hands come near your hips and then a little bit forward, round through the back. Remember, we were doing this rounding of the shoulders and activating them. So round them, pull the belly in, and then try to lift your hips off the floor. Maybe they don't lift, even if you go, that's already really good. Just go, but try. This is already a pose. This is already an effort. If you can, just hold it here for 5. Keep trying if it doesn't lift for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Release. Now, if you had no trouble lifting your hips off the ground here, let's try it with the leg. If you had trouble, use the blocks and do your best and just stay with us, keep trying. That's as soon as you keep trying, you're doing the pose. Now, press the floor away, inhale, lift the hips, lift your right leg off the floor and stay for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Release the leg, release the hips. Now your other leg, push the floor away, round through the back, lift your left leg up and stay for 5 rounds through the back, for 4, for 3, for 2, and release your left leg, release your hips. Now this one will be the hardest. We're going to lift up both legs. Now again, if it's very hard, maybe you can just change the legs as you are up, if it was accessible. If not, just continue to lift your hips. If you can, switch the legs as you are in the air, or otherwise keep both legs up. So let's try. Bring your hands near your hips. Inhale, lift those hips. Maybe lift one, then another, land in another, or both legs up off the floor and stay for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and release. Good job! I know that was very hard, huh? Bend your knees and roll yourself all the way down to the floor. But don't you guys feel so strong? Sometimes you have to work for it, no? If you want to be strong. If you want your body to change, you have to bring it through some uncomfortable situations. Beautiful. Let's bend your knees into your chest. And then grab outsides of your feet. And spread your feet to the sides. Come into your happy baby. Make sure your sacrum stays on the floor. And you're releasing the lower back. Your knees are reaching down toward the floor. Maybe you want to move left to right. That feels good. Whatever feels the best at this time. And then slowly bring your knees together into your chest. Bring your left leg, straighten up your left leg and bring it down to the floor. Keep your right knee into your chest. And then send your right knee to the left side. Let's twist. Make sure your right shoulder blade still stays on the floor. So pick up your left shoulder blade off the ground and push it toward the left side, and feel how your right shoulder right away comes closer to the floor. Your right knee does not have to touch the floor. Most important is to keep your chest here and open up and twist. Now, if you want to go a little bit deeper, make sure your knee is higher than your hip. And then send your right hip towards your left heel. So you create more space in your right side. So that it's like right hip lowers down instead of piking up towards your face. Inhale, let's come back to center. And bend your left knee into your chest. Then straighten up your right leg and bring it down onto the floor. Then slowly send your left knee to the right side. Again, the knee doesn't have to stay on the floor. Most important is your shoulder blades. Pick up that right shoulder blade. Move it to the right side. And then let your left shoulder blade stay on the floor. Now your knee should be at the same level as your hip or higher. That way you can release your lower back. And again, if you want to go deeper, send that left hip down towards your right heel, and you can really feel you can feel some stretch in your left piriformis, in your left glute, maybe a little bit. And just relax. And with the next inhale, let's come back to center. Bend both knees again into your chest. Give yourself a hug, you deserved it. And then release your feet down into the floor. Let your legs be as wide as your mat and allow your feet to drop to either side. Now prop yourself up onto your elbows. So bend your elbows, arms looking up. And then prop yourself up into the elbows where you lift the chest. And now move your shoulder blades down towards your kidneys. And release those shoulder blades down. So now your shoulder blades are moving down and your shoulders are more open. Hands come alongside the body. And then a little bit wider, palms looking up. Release your head. And then close your eyes. Start to take a deep, deep inhale all the way into your belly. And exhale into every cell of your body, letting go of all the tension. Inhale again into your belly. Exhale, let go of all the tension in your body. And then bring your attention slowly towards your toes. Relax your toes, your feet. Relax your calf muscles, your shins. Relax the knees and your thighs. Let go of all the tension in your pelvis. Release all the bandhas. Relax your spine from your sacrum to the neck. Try to feel every vertebrae of that spine releasing. Coming closer to the floor. And feel as you release that spine down, how the muscles around your spine start to release. Now your whole back is relaxed and you're just sinking into the floor. Melting yourself into your mat. And relax your belly, your chest and your chin. Let go of the shoulders that were working so hard today. And relax your arms, biceps, triceps, forearms, all the way down to the fingertips. Relax your neck and your head. And relax your eyes. And see your body totally relaxed in a state of the deep relaxation. light, strong, comfortable. And feel your soul peaceful, happy, motivated to start this week. That's what happens when you dedicate that practice and take that time for yourself. Keeping all of those good sensations within yourself. Slowly start to move your toes and your fingers, your wrists and your ankles, bending your elbows, bringing your hands over your head, bringing both legs together. Give yourself a nice stretch. And then bend one knee at a time into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. And roll over to the right side of your body. Give yourself a breath here to come back. And then slowly raise yourself back into this comfortable seated position. Bring your hands in front of the heart center in Anjali Mudra. And always take the time to be grateful and thanking yourself for being here today. For taking this time to take care of yourself, your body, and your mind. And thank you so much for sharing your beautiful energy with me today. Namaste.